So tonight is going to be something really light. So the other night I made crab mac and cheese. We still have some of that left over that we can have that as well. But also, in addition to that, I'm going to prepare us a shrimp salad. So I'm going to be using spring mix. I'm going to roast some cherry tomatoes. It's just going to be really light. And I'm going to make us a balsamic vinaigrette from scratch. So I did buy some pomegranate juice, some pear juice, and then some apple juice. So I'm thinking that I want to have hints of pear and apple because the pomegranate, I think I might do the pomegranate because I originally bought it for that reason, but I'm noticing pomegranate to me kind of tastes like wine. And then, so I think I might do mix a little. I don't know, I might mix some pomegranate and some pear together because we're vinegar, but I want some other hints of flavor. If I was to finally chop some like dried fruit, it would not infuse the dressing the way that I would want to. So yeah, then I'm also going to be doing some knife cuts for this week's assignment. I want to go ahead and chop up my vegetables. I am trying to make an active effort of staying on top of my work before the deadline so that I'm not cramping at the last minute trying to submit both at 12:59, going to bed at 1 a.m. or trying to be more intentional about that. So yeah, I'm going to be also cutting up some of my vegetables, so I want you to take a look at some of my knife cuts to see what you think. I haven't showed you guys any knife cuts in a long time, and I will be honest that I have been deliberately shying away from them. I have been very embarrassed by them because I have carpal tunnel in this wrist and then I'm left-handed. So I don't think that my knife cuts are that great. However, every time I've been graded on them, I haven't had, I've been still getting like hundreds. However, at the point we are in school, these chefs are like, they seem like they are going to be more on you about the knife cuts. So I have to dice some zucchinis, I have to dice an eggplant, dice an onion, then I have to brunoise an onion, and then mince some garlic. So mincing is very fun. So I like that. So yeah, let's get into it. The first thing I'm going to do is prepare the cherries so they can go in the oven, and then while they are in the oven, I will go ahead and prepare the dressing.
Alright, so the first thing that we need to do is get these tomatoes together. I need to pick them off the vine, then rinse them, and then cut them in half to get ready to roast them. I have got a bad lately for cherry tomatoes. I just think the flavor is amazing and it really enhances the dish. Now, I am not mature enough to just simply eat them as a snack. However, they will go great on a nice charcuterie spread on like a pita chip or a cracker or a, what are those things? Bruschetta or focaccia bread. Alrighty, so I'm going to tell you a staple I like to keep in the kitchen is parchment paper. I do not bake a lot, but it makes for easier cleanup. If you take a look here, I am slicing up these tomatoes on the parchment paper, and I do always bleach my counters before I work on them, but in this case, you know, this will be messy because tomatoes do have juice that come out of them. And yes, I have other things that I need to do on the counter, and look how easy it is to clean that up. All right, so now we are going to get these ready to go in the oven. So now these are finished roasting. I did want to go ahead and get a head start on some of my schoolwork, so I went ahead and got some of my chopping done. And then I'm putting the shrimp on in the meantime. Now, knife work was a bit intimidating. Hold on. Let's get into this. Look how beautiful that is. You know what? Never mind the knife cuts. So this is the dressing, and man. And for some reason, now looking at this, I want to add kiwi. What sounds better, kiwi pear or kiwi pomegranate? If you don't like kiwis at all, then don't answer. Then get our little mix straight together, and time to eat. Enjoy.